Kate Winslet has never been afraid to speak her mind. But this time, what she revealed wasn't about Hollywood, awards, or fame. It was about something far more personal. Something she had kept locked away for decades. And when her words finally surfaced, fans weren't just surprised, they were shaken. Because behind the poised interviews and timeless performances, Kate quietly admitted that her first intimate experiences were filled with confusion, pressure, and emotions she didn't fully understand at the time. Not the fairy tale many imagined, and certainly not something she ever planned to share publicly. Until now. And once she started talking, it was impossible to look away. It began with a reflection that felt almost accidental. Kate wasn't chasing headlines. She wasn't promoting shock. She was simply being honest. She revealed that her earliest experiences with intimacy happened at a time when she barely knew who she was. There was curiosity, yes, but also uncertainty, a desire to feel chosen, to feel enough. Fans quickly realized this wasn't gossip. It was vulnerability in its rawest form. But that confession didn't come out of nowhere. Kate was thrust into the spotlight at an age when most people are still figuring out themselves in private. Fame didn't slowly build, it exploded. Overnight, she went from a regular teenager to a global sensation. Adults treated her like she had it all figured out. But inside, she was still learning emotional boundaries, self-worth, and trust. And when fame grows faster than maturity, lines can blur in ways no one warns you about. What made it even more complicated was the way Hollywood treated her body. From the very beginning, Kate was told she didn't fit the mold. Too curvy, too real, too different. Those comments didn't just affect her career, they quietly shaped how she saw herself in personal moments. She's admitted in past interviews that insecurity followed her everywhere, including into relationships, including into intimacy. And instead of confidence, she often carried doubt into those spaces. And that doubt stayed silent for years. Kate didn't speak out back then. Like many young women, she internalized everything. She questioned herself instead of the system around her. She wondered if she was overreacting, if discomfort was normal, if confusion was something you were supposed to push through. Fans now say this part of her story is what hit hardest because it felt painfully familiar. But then came a moment that quietly changed everything. Kate has described a turning point, where she realized she couldn't keep shrinking herself to be accepted. She stopped seeing intimacy as something owed or expected and started seeing it as something mutual, something that required comfort, choice, respect. That realization didn't erase the past, but it gave her control over her future. And for the first time, she felt grounded in her own skin. So why share this now after all these years? Reports claim Kate feels a growing urgency to be honest as she gets older. She no longer wants to protect a polished version of herself. She wants truth to replace silence, especially for younger women watching her career and assuming confidence comes naturally. She's made it clear, it doesn't. It's learned. Sometimes painfully. And once her confession surfaced, the internet reacted instantly. Some fans admitted they were shocked she would share something so private. Others praised her courage. Many said her words unlocked emotions they had buried themselves. Comment sections filled with people saying, "I thought it was just me." And suddenly, Kate's story became bigger than her. It became a mirror. What makes this revelation so powerful isn't what she said, it's when she said it. In an industry that often rewards silence and punishes honesty, Kate chose the opposite path. She didn't sensationalize her past. She didn't assign blame. She simply told the truth. And that truth stripped away the illusion that fame protects anyone from confusion, insecurity, or emotional struggle. Looking back, fans are now rewatching her films differently, seeing new layers, new depth, new understanding. Her performances feel heavier, more lived in, because they weren't just acting, they were reflections of someone learning herself in real time. And maybe that's why this confession lingers. Because Kate Winslet didn't just reveal a moment from her past. She revealed how many people are quietly shaped by experiences they never talk about, how confidence is built, not inherited, and how healing sometimes starts decades later when you finally give yourself permission to speak. And as the headlines fade, one question keeps echoing louder than the rest. If someone as admired as Kate Winslet carried this silently for so long, how many others still are?